Hi, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Marlo's back from Intelligent IN Beauty Brand, here to help you with Wellness Wednesday. I'm decided to kind of focus a little bit more on the topic that we were on last week. I did scalp health, and with that, I thought it would be important because I've seen this not even kind of. I've seen this topic increase a lot through the last couple of years of the pandemic, and that is thinning hair. So I thought it would be a good idea to speak to those challenges that people have with thinning hair and speak to you about our Pure Plenty family of products. And which, by the way, let me just show you quickly. So Pure Plenty shampoo and conditioner. Always very hard to show this. Here is the conditioner. This way. There we go. And then the Nourishing Scalp Serum. Ta-da! Okay. So in the Pure Plenty family, or let's just talk about first, before I even get to that, people who are experiencing thinning hair have what's going on is an increase in the testosterone-based hormone in all of us, called dihydrotestosterone, DHT. And this DHT, this hormone, focuses on helping your body grow hair. Everywhere else, except on your scalp, it's not happy, or it's not a good place to be on your scalp. And so what happens, or what's going on with your hair, and how do you have thinning hair? So your hair goes through 3 different phases of growth. One is called the anagen phase, which is the growth phase, and that's the best phase for your hair to be in. And it can be there from 2 to 6 years. So the longer it's there, the better it is for you to have hair growing. Then you go into the catagen phase, which is a very short 2-week renewal period of your hair follicles, and just short-lived, not right or wrong, good or bad, just is. Then it moves into this telogen phase, which is the resting phase of our hair. And that can last anywhere from 1 to 4 months. So the goal is to try to keep your hair in the anagen phase, that growth phase, and try to reduce the resting phase. And where this lovely ingredient in our body, this hormone DHT, comes into play is, and why does it cause thinning, is because it appears through science in their findings that it seems to attach itself to receptors that are on the hair follicles. And it appears that in doing that, it kicks in this mechanism that signals to the receptors on your hair follicle to start miniaturization, or i.e. shrinking. And when the hair follicle shrinks, that means you are going to start experiencing hair loss. And so that's the real bummer of it. And we want to try to reduce that process, that whole challenge itself. The other thing that we also find is that when there is shrinking of the hair follicles, we also see that there's an increase in oxidative stress, which means that there's an increase, an imbalance of free radicals and antioxidants on the scalp, therefore causing stress. So anyone can experience this challenge with an increase of DHT at any point in their life. It's typically something that's going to happen through genetics, meaning like if it's family, you're prone to thinning hair in your family, that might show up there. Stress can cause it. Certain conditions of the body might set off that kind of stress. And it can happen at any point. We do know that, or we certainly see that it kind of becomes with some people, a trademark as they get older. We certainly see it in different, we see it tend to be a little bit more in men than we see in women. However, it happens. It can happen to all of us. So with that, our Pure Plenty family of shampoo, conditioner, and the Nourishing Scalp treatment, we really wanted to focus on helping to create hair density in a bottle. Because as a beauty company, we are not allowed to say that that we have a product that creates hair growth, but we do have a product family that creates hair density. And through our testing, that's what our studies have shown and what our results showed for us. So with the shampoo, I'm just going to speak to it directly and show you. So this conical applicator for the shampoo really allows you to be able to get the product, the shampoo, closer to the scalp, because the idea is we're trying to create stimulation on the scalp, and we're trying to really put ingredients on there that inhibit that production of DHT. And so your application on the scalp is really important, just as it's going to clean the hair. It's a very gentle cleanser because we know people with thinning hair, obviously it's a little bit more delicate. And so it's a lovely lightweight shampoo followed by the conditioner itself, which can apply to the whole hair. And then the Nourishing Scalp Serum, which is the spray that you would leave in after you get out of the shower and towel dry the hair. And you apply it at this entire scalp and really thoroughly massage it in. I am a fan of this product because I suffered a concussion almost 2 years ago now, and I noticed shortly thereafter, a couple months after, my hair falling out. And so I wanted to get on a bandwagon and get in front of it. And absolutely, I use the Nourishing Scalp Serum on a daily basis. I don't wash my hair every day, so when I do, I use Pure Plenty and alternate with some of our others. But I want to talk to you about what's in it and why does ours work and why is it effective, or what's helping to inhibit DHT. So we have a complex in all three products, and that is supporting the inhibit of DHT production and promoting a healthier scalp follicle exchange and strengthening at the root. So we have pea sprout plant stem cells, which is part of our IntelliCell science in this product family. So in the IntelliCell science, these plant stem cells that we use, pea sprout being the key one in this particular group, focused on rebuilding the hair follicle itself, focusing on building hair density, and also stimulating the nourishment of the hair itself, because the caffeine that it's partnered with drives these ingredients into the scalp. The other part of the complex is red clover and tetrapeptides. These are focused on increasing protein integrity of the root area and creating strength, because when you have fine hair, thinning hair, that hair is not as strong as it could be because that DHT is trying to squeeze the life out of those poor little hair follicles. And as I said, this complex itself is in all three, but the Nourishing Scalp Serum has the most concentrated form because it's left on the hair. And that's what you want. And then the other ingredient that is really helping to promote hair density overall, along with our complex, is the amaranth seed peptide. And that focuses on penetrating the hair follicle and expanding the diameter of it. It also eliminates friction of the hair, thereby keeping hair healthy and increasing the bounce and shine, all while providing a very lightweight finish on the hair, because someone with fine hair, thinning hair, needs weightlessness. And so I just want to highly encourage anyone who's experiencing this, whether it's through stress, whether it's through sometimes medications we take can trigger different side effects, whether this has been with you all your life or whether it's just starting. I encourage you to try it on. Some results that I want to also share with you, and one other piece before I go there. The 99% certified organic essential oil aroma blend that we have in each of our products, each one. The particular blend that's in this one helps to create balance of the secretion of the sebaceous glands. So, i.e., or another way to say it is, it's balancing the oil production of the glands that are on the scalp. And that is with the geranium and the mandarin peel, jasmine, vetiver, bergamot, mei-cheng fruit. So that lovely, almost kind of a clarifying citrus and a little bit greener floral. All of them are designed to be very balancing overall to scalp and skin when you use them. But then last, again, I just want to share with you what some of the fantastic results were in our testing. 90% of our users have reported thicker hair, so creating that density itself. 82% saw an increase in their overall volume. That's a big deal. And a 7.9% increase in the density of growing hair, a big step also. And 35% improvement of hair follicle length. So hair follicle length over a period of 8 days. That's a really remarkable turnaround. And I'll just say that as I've been using the product myself, my hair is staying on my head, which is really important. And even though I don't have fine hair, as I said, the accident that I had created that stress. And of course, going through the pandemic, that stress is still there. So this is helping me to keep hair on my head and have a denser head of hair and be absolutely appreciative of every strand that's on my head. And so with that, I wish you a happy Wellness Wednesday, and I will see you next week. Be well.